this game that this guy was going to be a handful. They got to change things up. This guy's already got over 100 yards in this game, and we're in the first half.
Looking to throw it again. He's running out of time here. Now the try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner decides to field it. And the returner is brought down. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw it on first down. Trying to extend the play. Looks like he's going to run it. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Important second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Important third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Finally brought down, but the gain moves it to the 44.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is not how you draw it up as an offense coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. He'll ride the back again here. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about in the first half? This back is having a big day.
Escapes the pocket. Trying to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there. And now it's a fourth down call. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's brought down. A sack by the defense coming up big on this fourth down play.
Now the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
He's moving out of the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And that ball is incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
McGain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to third down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. But you got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Using his legs on the scramble. Physical running, fights off the defender. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Ball handed off. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. Short pass, finds the tight end. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
And they keep this drive going, trying to convert on third down now. And they pick up the first on the ground. Just trucks the man. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. fighting off the tackler. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And the Wolverines looking to cash in this red zone trip. Trying to run it. It's Marshall. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice game.
And there's the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And he'll set up to throw. And the pressure gets home. It's a sack.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
Tough situation here. 2nd and goal all the way back to the 15. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Powers through the tackle. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down mark.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Chris, 3rd down here, they throw the football, which I have no problem with down inside his 10-yard line. But the big thing is the quarterback has got to do a better job working through his progressions to give himself a chance. The last thing he wants to do is take a sack, and now they're facing 4th down.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And one final play before the end of the quarter. First down, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. Here's the throw deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They finally stop him, but a big chunk play to wrap up the 3rd period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the back now goes in motion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's going to take another shot right here. Pass hauled in inside the 15.
A huge play by this offense. Good timing between the quarterback and the receiver. You can see the quarterback wanted to put that ball away from the defender up high. And how about the receiver? Adjusts to that ball thrown to the outside. Does a nice job of getting his feet down and comes up with that big play.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's got it near the end zone. That was an enormous touchdown. They're still behind, but it's a one-possession game, national championship on the line.
Yeah, the offense did their job to make this thing interesting. Now their opponent. What will their opponent do? Are they going to try to kill clock? Are they going to just try to run the football? Are they going to get aggressive and throw and try to score themselves? Still, a lot can happen here in these closing minutes.
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Misses caught. Could be an important two-point conversion to get within a field goal here in the late stages. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the returner will be brought down. Michigan offense back out on the field. Remember, it was a field goal in the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. He'll hand it off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Hey, Chris, with the offense backed up this deep in their own territory, runs like this at least give you a little bit of breathing room. But you've got to continue to protect the football, especially trying to hold on to this lead.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. He shreds the tackle. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kurt, to take a shot here.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the 4th quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's escaping the pocket now. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
The sack sets up 2nd down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, third and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The returner is brought down. There is a flag on the field, so we'll check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense showing a bunch formation now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield. But it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
First down here for this offense. They'll run it here. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Looking to pass here on second down. The pocket breaking down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Receiver makes the catch. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to scramble. There's a shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. But he just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Look at this. He'll go deep again. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Very important possession here. Defense did a great job preserving that three-point lead. Now it's the offense's turn to build that cushion. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The Wolverines enter the final minute looking to run this clock out. Back's got it again. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
And the Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. After the sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down. Linebacker shifting around now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot, 3rd and very long. And he drops back in the gun, looking for his big tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Michigan. This offense really clicking.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things that they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Michigan Wolverines.